A breakout Gen Z fashion designer took over magazine covers and centerfolds with his sculpture-like designs that poetically mimic the waves of the sea. You've probably seen his work worn by beauty queen Michele Dee and model Maureen Wroblewitz, among other many A-listers. Now we speak straight to the 27-year-old visionary to know his story. Coming in hot, Vilrick Cruz all the way from Doha. Good morning. It's a beautiful day, Vilrick. Is it morning
Hi,
over
good morning.
there?
No, what time is it?
I don't know.
Good morning here.
Okay, so magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga.
So Vilrick, can you tell us more about your story and how you started landing editorial shoots around 2022 and you're 23, correct?
Very young.
How were you able to break such barriers in the industry?
Yeah, that's correct. So I studied in fashion. I studied fashion design at the La Salle College of St. Benilde, and I took a fashion designing, and it was pandemic times. And when I launched it, we had no choice but to launch it online. And thankfully, my works got noticed by fashion magazines and fashion stylists, and that's where it all started.
You know, Vilrick, first of all, no wonder you're so successful. Lasaliano ka pala eh. But then, when you take a look at the inspiration that you have, the sculptural breastplates, it being windswept, there's just so much inspiration. It feels so classical. Can you tell us a bit more about siguro yung origins ng ideas mo? And of course, how you bring it in to this contemporary age?
So I really see fashion as an expression of myself, of my personal story, because I'm a bit of an introvert. So through fashion, I am able to narrate a story, and as you can see with my sculptural breastplate, there's a little bit of imperfection. And actually, sculptural breastplate, I really wanted to achieve the wind-blown or the wet-molded sculptural leather breastplate, as it has become my DNA.
Vilrick, so you have worked with a couple of celebrities like Michele Dee, Maureen Wroblewitz, right? And Nadine Lustre also, Marina Summers. So what was it like working with these big stars?
I am in awe, actually. Even up to this day, I just feel so grateful. I feel so lucky just, to be working with these stars. And when you work with them in person, you can feel that they are actually just, human. And yeah, it actually all started with Nadine Lustre. With Nadine Lustre, it was styled by, I believe she used to work at a fashion magazine as well as a beauty editor. And I think that's where it all started.
Yeah, you take a look at all the work that you have. Obviously, they gave you a different type of platform kasi grabe yung celebrity nila, grabe yung attention nila. Just how well received were all your designs? And how, of course, are you over the fact that they are out there wearing your designs, wearing your concepts, and giving it that platform that siguro a lot of people your age don't have?
Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe it. Actually, I didn't expect at all. Again, as I've said, fashion is, for me, it's just an expression. I didn't expect that people would really don or would really wear my designs. And actually, there's a lot of designers who are doing the same thing now.
Vilrick, I'm so amazed because I see your designs on screen right now, and you did achieve that windswept look, and it's just amazing. Can you walk us through the process of how you do it, and how long does it actually take you to do that?
Or sekreto ba siya?
Don't worry, I'm not a designer.
Oh, yeah. I can share it without really sharing too much. But honestly, ako yung medyo unconventional na designer or artist. Traditionally, designers would sketch or illustrate their fashion designs or looks. But for me, I start with experiment because I treat, fabric or any material as, again, as a form of sculpture, and I can see where we can go from there. And yeah, I kind of see it as a live painting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I believe you mentioned it before that you see your work as wearable art, and just looking at your designs, parang naalala ko yung mga old Greek sculptures wherein they make, or some of that Renaissance sculptures wherein they make cloth, or they make cement, or they make marble look like cloth. It feels like you're doing the opposite. You're making cloth, or you're making fabric look like they're solid. Just now, what's the next step for you in terms of yung design process mo? Because that feels very signature of you. Do you have any other plans to develop that particular style going forward already?
Yes. So, in case you didn't know, I actually moved back here to Doha, Qatar. This is actually where I grew up in. Easy, and I'm not going to stop fashion designing. And right now, I'm trying to interject or incorporate my design into the local fashion scene. And right now, I really need to incorporate fashion and art into business because, you know, as a fashion designer, I believe that it's very important to to sell a dress or to sell a garment.
Can you tell us, because fashion is somehow a form of self-expression, right? So can you tell us what is the message, or the emotion that your designs want to portray?
So actually, my motto or my line in my brand is called Dauntless Beauty, which means I am in support for those who are fearless. Because for me personally, growing up, again, as you've mentioned also, it's a form of self-expression. Growing up in a country where everything is limited and restricted, I see fashion as a medium for me to really express myself and to be, to have that power, to have the authority and authenticity. And that's how I like to create clothes. When any muse, whether it be a man or a woman or anyone, when someone wears Vilrick, I want them to feel empowered and confident and
Vilrick,
dauntless beauty.
is there a designer or a sculptor that you look up to?
Oh, definitely. I am heavily inspired by Thierry Mugler. Unfortunately, Thierry Mugler already passed away, but I guess a lot of people know that Thierry Mugler is one of the legendary fashion designers or haute couturier out there, and he really inspired me so much. And also Alexander McQueen. These designers really um, are the embodiment of designers who think outside the box,
Yeah.
who are not afraid to be different.
Vilrick, before we let you go here, of course, you're still young. I'm sure you have a lot of ambition. But just so we can look forward to your success in the future, are there any particular personalities or are there any particular events that you would like to see your work being featured on, or someone featuring your work in the future that kapag nakita namin, we could say that, aba, this is a dream come true for Vilrick Cruz?
Honestly, my lifelong dream is um, is Met Gala. I know that sounds too ambitious, but you know, if there's hard work or if there's manifestation, anything can be achievable. But something to look forward to. As I mentioned, I am currently in the Middle East. I think it's a great start to start a new collection here in the Middle East.
Vilrick, we're gonna look forward to your success. Again, once we see you tick those boxes, we're gonna celebrate with you from afar, wherever you are, the Middle East or in the Philippines. Maraming salamat, and hopefully we get to see more of your work very soon.
Thank you so much. I miss the Philippines. Thanks for having me.
We miss you back.